for pre-need funerals, burials, and cremations. It's Curtis & Son Funeral Home since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Benjamin Franklin Prince Sr. died June the 6th. Mr. Prince was drafted in the U.S. Army in 1942. He was a tank operator in the Big Red 1 12th Armored Division under the command of General George Patton. After landing on the beaches of Normandy, he was captured by the German Army during the Battle of the Bulge. Held prisoner of war for almost a year. He returned to the United States in 1945. He was a member of the St. Andrews, raised his children in the St. Andrews United Methodist Church. He was attending at the time of his death Center Hill United Methodist Church. The family will receive friends tonight from 6 till 8 at Curtis & Son North, with a funeral service scheduled for Friday at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North. Committal service in the Green Hill Cemetery in Childersburg. The Reverend Rodney Frost will officiate the service. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mr. Willie J. Owings, age 68 of Moulton, died on Wednesday at Shelby Baptist Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Betty Jones Spaulding, age 73, died June 6th. Graveside service Friday, June 9th at Evergreen Memorial Cemetery in Sylacauga, beginning at 11 a.m. Online condolences at curtisonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Betty Jean Carter Baker, age 68, is Saturday at noon from First Baptist Church of Childersburg. Reverend Skip Parvin officiating. Burial in the Green Hill Memorial Gardens of Childersburg. The family receiving friends in the church sanctuary beginning at 11 a.m. prior to the service on Saturday. Online condolences to the Baker family at curtisonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Memorial service for Amy Robinson Weidman, age 42, is Friday at 2 o'clock from Oakville Baptist Church with the Reverend Tony McGrady officiating. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Mrs. Weidman died Tuesday, June 6 at UAB in Birmingham. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for James T. Kelly Jack, better known as Jack, James T. Kelly, will be Friday at 1 p.m. from Shady Grove Missionary Baptist Church with the Reverend Clarence Henderson officiating. Interment in the Jennifer Cemetery. Mr. Jack died June 2nd. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Anniston Funeral Service directing. Reverend John E. Pace III, age 67, died June 6 at Citizens BMC. Memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. Saturday at Beamiston United Methodist Church with Glenn Horn, Joseph Macon, Mark Ledbetter, and Sid Gambrell officiating. Mr. Pace served as pastor at Liberty Hill United Methodist Church Circuit, Ohatchee United Methodist, and East Aboga United Methodist. Ministers of the United Methodist Conference will serve as honorary pallbearers. And in lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the New Beacon Hospice. Online condolences at earthstreetfuneralhome.com. Earth Street Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. Robert Lynn Coker, age 61. That service was yesterday from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Burial followed in the Old Harmony Cemetery. Radley Funeral Home directed. Funeral service for Mr. Johnny Paul Rainwater, age 78 of Rockford, is Friday at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Randy Anderson and Sister Peggy Ott officiating. Burial in the Kendrick Baptist Church Cemetery. The family receiving friends Friday from 10 a.m. until 1:30 at the funeral home. Veterans honors provided by the Alexander City Veterans Honor Guard at the gravesite. Mr. Rainwater died Tuesday, June 6th. He was a member of the Kendrick Baptist Church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. James Donald Fuller, age 78, is Friday at 11 o'clock from Hillaby Baptist Church in Alexander City. Reverend Josh Salmons officiating. Burial in the Alexander City Cemetery with veterans honors provided by the Alexander City Veterans Honor Guard. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 7 at the funeral home. Mr. Fuller died Wednesday, June 7th at his residence. He was a member of the Hillaby Baptist Church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Flowers will be accepted or memorial contribution will be given to the Hillaby Baptist Church or to the Parkinson's Foundation. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Graveside funeral service for Herbert Ray Irvin, age 64, is noon today from Pine Hill Memorial Park with the Reverend Glenn Horn officiating. The family receiving friends 10:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. at Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Ursery Funeral Home directing. Celebration of life for Larry Fleming, age 82. That will be today, 12 to 1:30 at Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Graveside rites follow at 2 o'clock from Pine Hill Memorial Park. Ursery Funeral Home directing. And funeral service for Robert Douglas Brewer, age 52, is today at 2 o'clock from Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Stanley Lett officiating. Burial in the Midway Memory Gardens Cemetery. Mr. Brewer died June 5th at his residence. He was a veteran of the Army National Guard. Visitation today from 12 until 2 o'clock. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home directing that service. This obituary report is brought to you by Courteous & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremations since 1975. It has been and continues to be Courteous & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.